LK Drive Rush.
What do you mean? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good.
CRMK then LK to punish Cammy. Hi.
Get +6. quite hard to get the spacing for this 6-frame advantage. I wonder if you can use some strange like why does that work? Ah, yeah. Where to? What?
Try to cr.lp then a st.lp.
That would be so nice if that would work with the range. Do I get anything else? No. Most of the time people do like this. Something like this, which is not a true block string by any means, but people still doing it. And if we could do something like, I wonder if that would be practical. What if she checks with a light punch? But then it gets +7. +6. Can't really do anything after it, or I mean, you can react to that, can you? Or if she starts walking, how do you block reversal? What is she doing here? Backward? One frame? Oh. Okay. So if she walks outside, that's the only thing that is possible. And if she does this instead, we get +3. So +7, and I cannot. Practical at all. Cool. +6 and wait. No, too far away.
Unfortunately, I don't think you get too much from counter hit of the block string, but you can go for throws, of course.
Yeah, probably. I don't think there is that much. If I could just get this move into it, then I could be able to drive cancel. But I don't know. I just want to get it a bit better spaced, so I'm at least -3. -2 would be good, but not -4. And just like do it. I will do it no matter if she press something or not to try to interrupt. And this here I'm +/-4, so I need to get something more into this. Could I walk backwards a bit? This might be decent enough to go for. No, don't do that. That -4 still. Could I delay it? Just a slight delay while walking backward. That would be okay, I guess. Or something like this. No. That's a good spacing. Because then I'm -2 and can I throw from here? Yes, I can. If I just walk slightly backwards. Wait, what? Can I just walk back forward? What? That's quite strange. Not if I do that. I cannot just hold forward and grab her if it's in between. If she does. Why does that? We go for that might be a good. Wait, don't do anything. If I can do it like -2, okay. At worst still -4. We have to space it out a bit. -4 still. And I cannot do that. But if we do we only get +2, which is hard to do something really afterwards. But if we try to push too far. No. Still -4. Still -4. If she doesn't press anything right away, then what happens? When if we just can space it -3, then it's all good. Like -2, like that distance here, -4, -2. If we just can get somewhere around here, it would be like a universal thing to do, I guess. If we can bazooka me it, maybe, like with just a decent enough spacing, something like that, and one jab in. Still too far. Somewhere around here, maybe. Try to press. So, do I get something? Like, it should be able to do something like this. But if we try it on let's see. You need to space it this extremely well in order to actually get something out of it. Try to walk backwards. No. Never mind. Where is she? +3 cannot do anything. +2 or -3. Shit should be so much more minus in this bullshit move. But it's not as good as it used to be in previous games, at least. So, and I'm terrible at motion characters. Let's see. So she becomes -1 and super bad. Then even I can play Cammy. Maybe not, but so let's see if we crouch. +1. Okay, +2. +2, let's see. Then, okay, so as long as you can space it like then, so she becomes at worst, it seems like 0 on block. Is it so? How can that be worse? No, sorry. Wait, what? No, she's at advantage there. That's insane. What? So she gets more benefits from that than that. Okay. So let's record her doing. Let's start with the OD one. Holding back to C, and what can I actually do here? Let's put on some more HP so it's more visible to see. This is a horrible trade, I think, but like not that bad if you can just mash the jab out. No. Like, you will never react with a down kick or hard kick, but if you are the Shad. But I do think that this button right here could be decent if you are willing to use it. It's just hard to react, I guess, because she has so many. She can delay it, she can do a normal jump in, she can do an empty jump, but this button is still quite good for because it takes a bit of in front of you instead also. So if she jumps from this angle, I think it, like, you're not doing anything wrong using it. At least, well, we could try. Most of the cammys jump with not that one, not that one, that one. So let's see. No, you need to do it earlier. Something like that. No? Like what?
Please show the block string and how can I stay plus.
What block string? Like, there are not many things that Guile have that becomes plus in block strings. Or do you mean like in Burnout, or?
Hello.
Hello there. Why do I have to keep pressing that button? So if she jumps with that button, let's see. Okay. Let's record another one. Like this, and see if it works correctly. Yeah. So now let's see if this button here can pretty much get...
Almost 2 am here, can't stay long rolling on the floor laughing.
Oh right, it's like very late over in... Was it Taiwan? Asia? No, somewhere? Japan? So let's see here.
Penang, Malaysia.
Malaysia, what a wonderful country. I have never been there, but I wish I can go there someday.
How can you safely throw Sonic Boom at Cammy?
Yeah. That's the problem with this matchup, that Cammy has so many tools against Guile, so we need to be very unpredictable with our Sonic Boom game against her. And also, like, even if we throw a Sonic Boom and she's jumping, we cannot rely on the anti-air with the normals really. At least not these two that we usually do. The only time we can be confident in anti-airing is when we have the charge for the flash kick. Because we can delay it so much when she's in the air. If she
Whenever Cammy has level 3, boom is almost impossible.
Yeah, like there are so many times when it's very dangerous to use the sonic boom. And like when she can like delay, stay in the air for a while, just a microsecond with the dive kick, it makes so this button, like you press it too early, but you don't know if, because she can do the dive kick like she can do it so close to the air, to the ground.
Hi Andrew, are you in the SEEF Discord?
So it makes like you cannot guess really on the anti-airing as Guile. So the only time you can be confident in just wait until she comes around like right above you is when you have the charge for the flash kick really. But if we can find something that beats more things for her, at least her air approach, her ground approach is so strong with, she has decent walking, she has the, it's not that hard once you have played Cammy for a while to actually do this on reaction, because that's the only thing you are looking for, the sonic boom. So as Guile, you can, let's see, this feint, like it feints, it tricks so many people in believing that there's
yes,
a sonic boom.
Trost, but I'm not October 1st of
And
both of you, P.
That's the strange part, that it works. Like in this matchup you should treat this as your thrown sonic boom. Like it's the equality of a sonic boom really, this feint. Because if you look at like Knuckle Do or some other super strong Guile, they are using this, and the Cammy player goes for the spin knuckle, and they are almost always using the heavy one because they are plus on block after, and that gives us most time to react to it, and it travels the longest, so the sonic booms will whiff. So like as Guile, this, when we do this feint, it's the equality or the same as throwing a sonic boom, because we want the same thing out of it. We want her to do the spin knuckle when we are doing this, in order to stop her with a normal when she does it. So as long as we are super ready for it, we can just press. It will always become a counter hit if we connect, always a counter hit, and therefore we can do a crouching light punch into a crouching medium punch right after, and a flash kick, always. So even if we press react very early, like at the top of the jab, the crouching medium punch reaches a bit further also, so it's still a more viable thing to use than 2 light punches into a flash kick as a punish, because of the reach of the crouching medium punch, and you also get a bit more damage. And like you can also like extend it further a bit easier also with after the crouching medium punch. You can go into a longer combo with OD gauge. So when it comes to Cammy, like, we should at least try to use this once in a while, and like, even if we cannot react to her spin knuckle all the time, we still can see her behavior, what way she wants to go in, if she wants to jump over the sonic booms, or if she wants to approach on the ground with the spin knuckle. So as long as we can just throw, I don't know, percentage wise, but like, if we can put this out early in the game, like in the, so the Cammy player knows that we are looking for your spin knuckle, and a smart Cammy player will then try to approach through walking instead a bit more, and that is much easier, because when it comes to around just outside of let's see, somewhere around here, oh sorry, like somewhere around here, like, it's almost impossible for a Cammy in this range really to react on a sonic boom into a spin knuckle, at least because of the startup. A level 3, however, is like, if they use a hitbox, they can probably just buffer. When they are doing like this, you should not even try to try them out, because they know they will react if they see just the spark. They might actually punish this too. So as long as they are walking like this, you don't throw a sonic boom for, like, because that's the only thing they are looking for at the time. Like, how do you do it? Like that, okay. So that's one key thing, to always be knowing what they are looking for. And to beat Guile, you beat his sonic boom, the player's sonic boom behavior and his rhythm of sonic booms, his sonic boom game really. If you can beat that, you will most
Modern
definitely.
Player 1 button CA.
Yeah, that modern players is basically the same thing. If their what do you call it? Their super acts the same way, like Cammy. I have seen modern Cammys, and it works the same. So we just need to respect it, really. So. But as long as she doesn't have a level 3, we should try to like bait this out sometimes and just try to stand our ground as much as possible. We don't need to throw that many sonic boom compared to many other matchups, but we need to punish her and be very good at it once she goes in. And as long as we can take care of her spin knuckle, then there will be so much easier for us to start establishing a bit of sonic boom game together with some anti-airing, because she will, if she cannot approach through on the ground, no matter how strong she is, she will try to get like mix you up in the air instead. So as long as we know their options to get in on us, because in this matchup it's quite obvious that she needs to get in. because she doesn't have a projectile to counter anything. She cannot dry brush after a flash kick, or sorry, a fireball. So as long as we understand her way of approaching this matchup and what she really is looking for, like when she's walking like this from this range, it's quite obvious what she's trying to do if Guile is sitting down, because she just wants to do that to get in. And if we doesn't stop her when she connects with that, let's see, on counter hit it's a lot, on hit it's a lot. No block. On regular hit it's like my cam is amazing, so she gets something out of it on but most of the time it's a counter hit, because of most of the time we try to react to it with maybe a flash kick. Most of the time people try to use a non-OD one when they try to interrupt, which is fine if you connect with it, but I would like just press a button, a fast one, because it will be time correct if you just try to react. You will hit her right before she hits you. But let's see the anti-airing. Lock off. Let's see. Yeah, we trade better here than her as well. Is everything on? Yes. So as long as we are we can be probably mobile if we just find the correct button to anti-air her with. It's just hard because she can delay her dive kick so much. So as long as we have the charge for it really, and she is jumping, there is no danger in like just waiting out, as long as we can wait. But as soon as we don't have the charge, like she's, can I record her in any other way? Yeah, I can just pretend I'm not having the charge after. So we need to know the range really well in order for, like, if you try to jump, I wonder if we can get something more out of that after. It should probably be able to. But we don't want to, like, a trade is good enough for us to stop her. The only thing we don't want is her to get a clean hit on us. Like that. We definitely don't want that. So in order for us to as you can see, it's very hard to, even when I know she's going to jump. I don't know what kind of jump, but I do know that she will try a jump. It's still hard to like get the timing. It's still a fast button, so I think this is, as long as you like, can I try that button? Why is that? No. Or? No. I need to use this, or... But it's still hard to... But it still beats it clean. So if we just can... So if I record one more, let's see, recordings here. So now she's doing a, yeah. So this is the problem with anti-airing her, for sure. At least with these two buttons, it's very hard. Maybe going for air to air is good against her. It's not as good as Guile used to be, air to air, at least from my experience. So let's just try this one, because I want to see how this behaves. Not even that would help, and she becomes, yeah, she can combo from that. That's so stupid. So maybe throwing, when we actually throw Sonic Boom, we should maybe try to pre-charge more than we do.
Is crouching HP better?
Against that, we can try. Like, it's still hard to... because she can change her angle also from her dive kick. Like that, it whiffed. And I don't know who... I think she could have punished me on that one. Let's see again. I'm still at advantage as +4, but it's still an uncertain thing. Because of the reason that she can delay, she can also delay to hit me instead. Let's try that again. From out closer. So as long as I'm... Oh, +12, yeah. It looked like a fair thing, like it would be possible from that angle she jumped from, but unfortunately she can change her angle in the air. So, and this button will never... I wish it would be stronger in terms of anti-airing, because it sucks now. It's nothing wrong with the startup on it, it's just a bad anti-air. So I hope they can... If they nerf Guile, I hope they at least make this button a little better. Because it's such a great angle on the jump that sometimes this doesn't work on, like very few times, and this one like doesn't work either, so that one would be a good one. But anyway, let's try that again and see with that button doesn't work. So what does work? This might actually work. I'm not surprised it would be, if it would. No? But like you cannot react that late. No. Oh yeah, I can do like this instead. So stupid that that's actually working, but we can like the only thing that is working for every approach he does is the flash kick, unless like can we I don't want to hit her down like that. I want to be the one that's rising first. So, but it's very hard. Like there are so many things to look out for, like the drive impact, the drive rush, the spin knuckle, the jumping, her spacing. Like there are so many. So like trying to react to a jump is like very hard in this game, no matter what kind of matchup you are facing. Like, I mean, like, look at this, look! That's so unfair. Like, even when the button is correctly used, the game don't think you should use it. Like, what are you supposed to do here? Yeah, it works, but like, you can never, if she jumps with a jump heavy kick, you cannot anti-air her with a bazooka move. And like, the risk reward for trying to is like so not in your favor to do something like that. It looks cool. Yeah, you can go into level 3 like this too, if you connect with it. No, you can't. Maybe it's too far away. Yeah, probably. So, and like the light punch? No, not a chance. This is not Street Fighter 5. Wasn't the like crouching light punch insanely good for anti-airing in Street Fighter 5 in the beginning? I did not play Street Fighter 5 that much. I jumped into it some time to time, just for a few days, but I never like enjoyed playing it. But I I watched a ton of tournaments during the weekends, the bigger ones such as Evo and Capcom Cup, but like this looks like it's viable, but if we react this late, Was it this one? No. This one? No? Which one? This time? Wait, what? Oh, right, yeah. I'm so stupid. Let's do like this then. So it trades. It's good enough, at least when it comes to normals. But with the flash kick we can. Like we cannot anti-air her in the air to air either. So what can we really do here?
Let's see you beat some ass with Guile in ranked.
No. I don't like finding me in a match is more rare than I don't know. Like I rarely. Very rarely play matches actually. When I do content, I'm just sitting here and like I'm not that how should you say? I need to play a lot really to become as good as I can be. But I rather do things like this, finding things out in theory and try to give my opinion on if it's practical or not. I think it gives more to the Guile community to try to explore really things, new ways. Just because like a god tier player is playing in a way. That might be the way of playing now, but if people explore and try things out, it's possible to like redo the character. Because if you look at older videos from, for example, my channel, the game has changed so much since like August or July. And as long as people try to figure new things out, like what can you do in these type of situations, matchups changes. Like some matchups can change over the course, and like for example JP versus Guile, considered to be at least in the beginning to be one of the worst matchups in the entire game. But it's still a bad one, and don't try if you're playing JP or know someone that plays JP, don't let them try to fool you into it's a 5-5 or anything, because it's absolutely not a 5-5. It's absolutely favored for JP. But the top Guiles has been bullied, they have been destroyed like 10-0, 10-0, 10-0 over and over, trying to figure small things out in this horrible matchup. and it all comes down to, like, if you, how should I say this, as if you know the most you can get out of from your character and what the JP is looking for, it's so much easier. But JP has so much tools to destroy Guile's main game plan, so Guile need to change his approach completely to that matchup. And it is the same with Dhalsim, really. But against Dhalsim, Guile can play a bit more lame as soon as he gets the life lead, because then Dhalsim can't really do anything.
Dozing off soon. Can show how you do Sonic Boom combo to Cammy at corner. Like jumping HPSTMP CRMPP boom CRMPP boom BK HPDR CRMP CRMP.
That sounded amazing. I just need to look what you wrote there. I'm never really practicing combos, and I will not give that up an excuse, but my controller as of now, sometimes when I'm holding down back like this, it starts to go like to only down, so I actually lose charge from time to time. I have ordered new parts just for that reason. Let's see if I can even find my own stream. It's always hard to find in my own videos. Like, it's so bad to find here, because maybe here, yeah, here.
Okok, wanna see the timing, but it's okay, next time.
The timing for a boom loop? Like, no, you don't jump. Don't jump. So it's just the hardest part is the knowing what route you're going. If you're going with
timing for jumping HPSTMP CRMP boom CRMP boom.
Like this one? Wait, what?
Hi, I tried this corner combo but keep missing the last standing heavy kick by 1 frame. Is this related to delayed Sonic Boom? B. HP Drive HKCR. Yes.
Okay, let's see. Sometimes you get +5 on this. So
after first boom can't connect, second CRMP low.
sometimes you get +6. That's a +5. so
This is Shadow Face. I've not much drive gauge left.
yeah, the timer becomes so strange in some situations that it should not be this way. It makes it like, oh, he dropped the combo, but it's actually the game's fault in many ways, because you are doing the thing right, but the game, like, you get on the wrong side of the frame. It's like you cannot tell the difference of why. Ah. So I think you need to, I think I told in my video, like, you need to press the hard kick. And I think you need to, like, connect with it, like, from her mid of her body, because if you do it early, I should try it, you get +5. But if we try to hit a bit later, still +5. Oh, sorry. +6. So when it comes to the +6, so I think it determines on how late you get the hit with the jumping. Yeah, it looks like that. So Andrew, if you see this, you will probably press the jumping too early. I think I said in my video that you needed to jump in.
Just can't connect MP lol.
Yeah, and that's the reason, because you get +5. You need to get +6 in order for this button to connect.
I'll try tomorrow.
Yeah, so just try to be closer to the ground.
THX.
So, yeah, I think that is the problem. And the routes after that is up to you, how you want to proceed.
Yup, delay the first jump attack and advance work on big bodies as well, so take note.
Yeah, I'm so bad at the boom loops, really. When I did my video around it, I just... Yeah, the big bodies, like, I hope they fix that. Like, if it's hard for them to fix it, then they have messed up so hard. if they cannot fix how it behaves in certain situations at least. But it might also create some loops in the game, I don't know.
Shooty.
Shooty!
GSB.
So it might create some loops in the game that is not supposed to be there, like infinite loop. I don't think there are any infinites in this game. But there might be a reason why the big characters are much harder to hit, for sure. Like, it's the only thing I can see why the big bodies would be harder to do the loops on, because of those kind of reasons. But we can still find, there are like ways to how was it like this? Yeah, I guess. No.
Works on JP was so good enough for me, huh?
Anyway, Cammy. I don't think I'd get any longer with this, really. Like, block all. So, for those who are new here, I'm trying a bit out against Cammy's. Some of her approaches, I have recorded some recordings. Everyone is a air approach. Like 4 of them are dive kicks and 1 is just the regular jump-in heavy kick. So I'm trying to figure out what button covers most options. And this looked like a good button until there are one, I wonder if you will do it, like that one. So it would, like, it worked wonders. It's a fast button, 7 frame startup, and you get so many good things on clean hit, especially against dive kicks. Let's see if I can find good. Like, you can do that, but in order to, and that is also fine, at least in my book, because we trade in our favor. We deal 1080 damage on that hit, and she is doing 960, and we return back to this place right here. So I think it's, as long as she doesn't beat our anti-air attempt clean, it's all good. it doesn't really matter what kind of anti-air we try to use, but it would be nice with a button that covers everything, and we have one option, and that is the flash kick. That like we never need to think, we just need to wait as long as we can, because nothing beats it once we have the charge. She can do whatever she wants. If we do it very early, it will do a bit more damage, but we still beat her attempt. So, and this button I have tried, it's useless, absolutely useless in almost every scenario in the game. There are a few exceptions, but overall there are more to this button that I hope they will adjust. So that's why this button doesn't work as an overall. The delayed, when she stops in the air for a short few frames, so this button whiffs and she connects with a punish hit counter on her dive kick. Thanks for stopping by, Shooty Andrew. Good night, have a good night's sleep. And I have tried to do a jump approach against her. Like, if you know her jump is coming. Wait, yeah, that's her. Wait, Guile, jump. I have rarely seen this. Oh, it worked. She cannot side switch? No? How fast is that? 5 frames, okay. So like, it's here in training mode, it's no problem to use an air to air to try to stop her. The dive kicks, it works against every single one. But there's a big downside to, like, this is one of them, and there are so many other things to think of in this game. And it's just not anti-airing, it's DIs, it's her spin knuckle, it's her walking and spacing. It's so much so many things to look after. So just to preemptively jump, to try to you need to jump on reaction, and that can be very hard. Like you see here, her jumping heavy kick stops because it's yeah, it stops my approach up in the air, and I don't think I don't have a death button. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. Yeah, so trying to stay on the ground is the key, but also the hardest part of trying to anti-air Cammy. I have no clue what approach she will take now. And as you can see, like, not even this button works to stop her. Just because of that reason, that she can delay her dive kick that late. And her jumping heavy kick is too strong of a button to like try something like this. Works and it's awesome, but the jumping heavy kick makes it so like we cannot try to dare her with a low. It's just not possible because of that. And that is not viable. At least, well, like, it's just because of the jumping heavy kick. That's not that bad of a trade, actually, in terms of damage. But as I said before, as long as like a counter hit, I think is still good enough, but so my suggestion before was doing pre-shots on booms as much as possible to for those, if there are anyone in here that doesn't know what I mean by that, is that if you're holding down back and to perform a sun boom you push forward and a light punch, but if you go like this, forward into down back again and press punch, like it will be a sun boom. But the thing here is that the game thinks that it doesn't, it have already started to planning the next charge, so instead of be able to do on a perfect sonic boom, I need to hold down back for 45 frames. But like I tricked the game by doing that into like maybe a 35 frames if you are super fast, and it means that you can pretty much instant flash kick as soon as you have recovered from the sonic boom, if I'm just not stupid enough. So you can actually charge much faster. At least if you are not as stupid as I am as of now. So I think if you can use that more in this matchup, you can be in a better position. But I tried some things out before around block reversal, crouching, light punch. Yeah, like that. So if she tried to, if we are close and do like this, she cannot interrupt. I don't think anyone can with a light punch. She can. I tried
How
this.
do you usually punish Cammy's spinning back first?
The knuckle. Let's see. That's the her main tool to get in on Guile. Let's see. So when she does this, she becomes +3 on block, and she wants you to throw sonic booms. So, and Guile have a button that, I don't know why this works, but this button for some reason, for every other player except Guile players, this looks like a sonic boom throw, the startup of it. So you can actually, in this matchup, you should treat that as your thrown sonic boom, because the thing you want from this is that she will react with a spin knuckle, because you will not do that from this range for opening you up. You will do it from this range where she wants to throw or do her spin knuckle. So this is your sonic boom throw, and like when she does the spinning back knuckle, I usually try. My reactions are the worst in the entire world, but this button is the best, and it will always become a counter hit if you interrupt, and therefore you can do a crouching medium punch after, and I think that that is the best thing to stop it, just because of, if like say you connect with the light punch here, like you get outside of the light, like here, but this button reach. So, and the combo will always work. So if you can practice that to interrupt it with that, like it's just like getting used to her motion for this. And there are so many other things to watch out for in this matchup, but we know that she will travel. She wants it to be as hard as possible, because if she tries to do it from that range, it's so much easier to stop it, because she wants to do it at the full range. Because her heavy is the only one that she is actually plus on block, so it's her turn after. The other ones are still safe on block, but it's much harder. The reason why she's using it is to spin through a projectile, and from this range, if she tries to, like, it's from this range, you should not, maybe you should throw a sonic boom once in a while from here, but it's, if you throw a light one, I don't think she can jump through. And like, she's -3 and -2 on the light and medium one, but on the heavy one she gets +3 and more pressure after. And from these ranges she has better options, like to go try to fish for something with the crouching medium kick, or her, let's see, her regular heavy kick, which do a shit ton of drive gauge damage on block. So as long as she is around here, walking like this, she will absolutely, like, if she didn't looking for a sonic boom here, she would advance. But like when she walks like this, it's so obvious that she's just waiting to do the this one. And when we see like when she's doing that, we can try to use this because yeah, let's see if I can yeah, like they will try to they will see this as a sonic boom. I don't know why this works, but like they are so, when they see this position, they are, yeah, maybe they like maybe it's not the motion itself, maybe it's the how the character look for a short amount of time, just because he's rising. It's a bit similar, but so the spinning back fist is always, even if you have charge, I think. Don't try to OD, don't try to regular flash kick it at least. If you feel you are late, which is, it's hard to feel like you are late or early. But if you can use the OD flash kick too. But and the regular one works, but I don't see why you should try to do something that takes even more frames to get out when it's not invincible against her move. Like, I'm using the light now, I can try to hit the hard one. Yeah, this. So it loses and she gets a combo opportunity after. And like there are no reason to try to there are no reasons to try to do a regular flash kick here. Like nothing at all, no reason at all. And even if it looks like she's jumping, she cannot jump over any lows. So as long as you just want to stop her, because I promise you, you will not press earlier, like whiffing it before her, because if you can react that fast, you are, yeah, I don't think it's normal at least. So as long as you can find something that works, but I do think that I just want to try something here. Yeah, don't try that, because it's not, it looks awesome, but like, just don't. So just a fast normal, really. If you like, you can. Nah. Like even like she's also jumping through if you set up a blade clean, even when it's out and you can block. Wait, what? Oh, maybe. Yeah, she jumps through everything really. Wait, am I even... Can you guys even hear me? Wait, am I... Yeah, you can. Can you guys even hear me? Yeah, so... Like, I think this is a decent punish.
Yes.
So, if we can treat this button here if we can try to start in this matchup, treat this like our Sonic Boom, because we want a reaction from her. We want her to do the spin knuckle, so we do this move in areas like it's optimal for her to try to get through a projectile. So the key is just to stop her really. If you feel like you were late with the charge time, you can use the medium target combo. We punish her. So she's one of those characters that has you need to play this a bit differently than most matchups. There are a few others, like JP is one of those that you need to play a bit different from Guile's normal game plan. This is a bit of the same, but if we can throw a bit less Sonic Booms and do more of this and answer her approach correctly, we will get our damage that way on a reaction like that. That's 25% of her health, pretty much, right there. On right, like one fake Sonic Boom. And like, if you want to, you can do much more in terms of damage. So if we really want her to go for this bait, and if she tries to go for a jump instead, then that's where the trouble comes, to anti-air her correct, because as I see it, we need to gamble on what way she will approach through the air. So if she tries a late dive kick, some things loses. If she tries an early one, some other things loses. if she tries to jump in with a normal. So there are no normal really that covers every single air approach she does, which is the hard part. And I wish there were some, like, I don't mind if they would nerf this just a tiny bit in startup in order for it to actually work as an anti-air, as a bit more like that covers more options. But as of now, the only thing that we have that covers everything is the flash kick. It's still maybe like my reactions are so slow, but let's see. Yeah, I will. No, never mind that. So, we can try to be a bit mobile here in this matchup, but like it still comes down to so many things to look out for, like this, especially, like, and when she goes like this. For those who don't know, don't even try to push a heavy button. Don't try to throw a sonic boom when you see she's doing like this. She is not teabagging you. She is buffering the level 3. So it will punish this button too, because of how fast it is. Maybe not every time, but like if you press it almost at the same time, you will not recover in time because how fast her level 3 is. So yeah, let's look into this move. Like, it's also one of those stupid moves that she's very minus. And that's the sad part, that when she does this, and you just wait for her to do the actually just do the air approach, she will get +2 just because you waited. Wait, what? Oh, did my yeah. So it's her turn after, and if you try to interrupt it, can we, like, can we? It's so hard to, like, do something against her here. But yeah, like, we can try, but like, she can still do this. This approach. So how much minus does she become on that? -1, so it's safe if I'm stand block. Oh, yeah, that's right. +1, so I don't think it's too hard to anti-air this. But you don't want the bazooka me, of course, but I don't know. Yeah, no. A light kick also works, so everything seems to.
How does LK hit that? That's
Her
funny.
dive kicks both hitbox and hurtbox. I think the hurtbox is extremely big on, but like it's the same with Jamie's dive kick. It's like his hitbox is as big as him, just underneath him. It's super stupid.
Shooty.
Shooty! So let's try that again.
Shooty.
Stop it, so. not practical at all. So the key is to stop her before she's entering the ground.
But it looks nice.
It looks awesome to stop her. I would not say this is not practical, because it seems to work most of the time, but like, can you flash kick her? You could do like this. Yeah. It's a hard matchup, really. I think that you need to know so many, like you need to know the Cammy player, all her options, even if you know them. It's still in her hand to decide, and if you lose, she will get in and destroy you most of the time. Her corner carry is great. Once she gets in you to the corner, she might be the scariest
it's
character.
completely different game against Cammy.
Yeah, I absolutely hate. This is my worst matchup for those who don't know. This is my. I rather fight JP and Dolcim than Cammy, just because how inconsistent it is with Guile's standard game plan. You can play it absolutely perfectly, but there are so many things that can go wrong. First of all, the anti-airing is the only thing you can rely on is the flash kick, and oh, what happened there? And the thing that helps us to get the charge in time is the pre-charging. So if we can try to throw some more what do you call it, non-perfect, like the pre-charge sonic booms in this matchup, I think it's good to do, because we don't need a blade. Maybe if we go into approach after, but then we're doing it from a much safer distance to walk behind or dry brush behind. But when we want to try to poke her or try to get her to do something, we do it with a pre-charged sonic boom. I think it's such an underused tool from every single. There are a few exceptions that actually using it super frequently. One of them is a player. He's not playing that much, it seems. Maybe he's playing offline, but he was one of the guys that has the highest LP in the beginning, and his CFN is shooting, but shooting. I have a couple of replays with him, and he's almost every single boom is a sonic boom, and that's because of the pre-charge. Like, there are so many times there when people are trying to jump in on him and he's flash kicking them on like almost insanely perfect timed flash kicks. So even then, with a perfect sonic boom, it would not be possible to flash kick. But with the like the pre-charged one, it's possible to flash
so cool.
kick. It has been in the games for, like in Street Fighter 4, you could buffer your input for, like, when you started to throw Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom all the time. The first one you just pre-charged, and everyone after became a pre-charged one, but you didn't notice because you had to find your own timing for doing it. So like you just spammed and you had increased the speed. The only Sonic Boom that took a longer time to get out was the first one with just a few frames. Other than that, you could just do a pre-charge, and it was the same. You charged the flash kick faster, but you didn't need to rely on the flash kick that much in Street Fighter 4 as in this game, because it was 55 frames in Street Fighter 4 with the, so it took a lot of time to charge the flash kick. Like, this barely was possible to do. It was like on the last few frames you got the charge in time to do the flash kick. But I tried something in the beginning that I was so curious of, that it might be a universal thing. I just need to go back to that. Let's see. Block like that. Yeah. I just need to find a way to get just a few more frames or space between us. I don't know. This might be a good, let's see. No? Yeah, that. I want to space it so well that even if the Cammy player doesn't do anything, like the normal thing we do is the two crouching light punches into a medium punch, which is not a true thing because it will get interrupted. But like, this also works for some reason, but not a standing light kick, but the crouching one. You don't get anything out of it, but it still works. But if we can find a way to not get -4 like here, but at worst -3, this is a super thing to do. Just this, that's amazing, because they cannot do anything. We can just, if we can just find a, we need to do an approach this is +1, sorry, our turn, but if they press light punch before, why should they? Because they don't know frame data. That's the only reason why they should press. So that might work. Yeah, I just press right after. And let's see if she doesn't do anything. Let's base it correct. A bit. That's not good. I want to hit her. Like that. -3. That's perfect. Because then she cannot... she can probably throw me from here. But I can delay tick. I can start walking backwards. It's her turn. But the reward for this is quite good. Let's try. might be it. But they should not. Why should they press buttons here? There are no reason. Light kick? Why would they try to light kick? Standing light kick. This. And it becomes a 2-block string if, or at least they cannot press anything. But like I still need to space it. Must be another way to get this. I don't want to spend that much meter. Oh, you better be pressing this button right here. Can you press after 1, please? Press after 1, please. And like that. I need to get to. No, you press after 2. Because you know frame data. You know frame data. Wait, what? No. Is that possible? If I'm crouch block after, I get hit. But if I'm start walking backwards, so the only thing now I need is a -3, which this absolutely is not. But I can maybe space it, correct? No. I just don't want to do it preemptively. I want to have the -3, at least -3, so just to find the correct spacing for this. Why does that work? Wait, what? No, too far away. You need to be in a position where you. This is a good place to press buttons. But you need to walk backwards so few frames. And if she blocks it, you are -4 and punchable. So, are there any other buttons to, like, I want her to think that I'm in, like it's her turn. This is her turn here. Try to DP. Yeah, it works every time. Okay. Still -4. You need to do it so perfect in order for this to work. And you don't want to put yourself in a bad spot either. Crouching medium kick is a button they like. Can I jump over it? I can. I don't get anything good out of it. Only on that. So let's see if I can. I don't get anything. I just happen from here. Maybe I can jump forward, but I don't want to be like. So if we do this instead. No? It has to be a normal that most players know of. They will never try it. to do something on this or this. There are no reasons to press that button there. Light kick. Does it reach? It doesn't. It doesn't. The spacing is good. I'm +2. So I just need to delay it. Just a tiny bit. And then I get into that, okay? So should they press buttons there? Or back off? More likely to back off, I think. Because they are not probably afraid of the crouching medium kick after. Let's see on... Just try it for... It becomes safe, so if they want to block another one, they cannot reach. But if we... And that, yeah, it doesn't matter if we use... Or does it? Let's see. -2. So who has the best standing light kick in the game? Is it her? Does anyone know that who has the best? This asshole? No? This? Maybe? No, is it me, myself, that has it?
No idea.
Like, how good? Nah. It's because Sean doesn't have a good one, does she? No. Oh, this might have the best. Maybe. No, it's startup 7. So this one. Let's see. He's standing light kick on 3. It's the same. Could you mix him up in other ways with this? -3. That's completely okay. You know, for trying this. But like -4, I still need to be a bit need to delay it a bit, or no. Why do I bazooka need this? I don't have to. Because like he doesn't like he can't punish this. If he can't reach, like I'm just doing like this. If he can't reach this, he absolutely cannot reach this, I think. Let's try. How should I set that up? Like... Okay, let's do like this. So this is the space. This is the space. Now let's do like this, standing light kick. Count 1. He cannot reach. Could it be like this? Like, I mean, what would I...
What do I do against Cammy when she does hooligan on my wake up? Struggling a lot in the matchup.
Hooligan, is that the spin knuckle? I'm so bad at all the names. I think that's the spin knuckle, right? This would be a common thing a brainless player would do, right? To try to punish.
Hooligan is the one when she jumps.
Yeah, she travels on the ground forward. Yeah. On your wake up.
And she has different follow-ups.
Wait. Let's jump to Cammy again. I'm sidetracking so much because I found some things I wanted to lab. Can do it against her too. Not this move. Oh, that move. Yeah. We tried our things around this before. On wake up, however, the things we need to understand around this is that every version of it is plus for her on her if we don't stop it. If we block it, it's her turn after, and she gets in a quite good spot for her, bad for us, because she squeezes in between, like we're not separating, we are pushing forward and still getting the plus frames. So my suggestion is you can stop it with a light punch. I can record her once again. As long as we try to stop it before, but it's easier said than done, very much so, because of her follow-ups. And there are no, like, a single button for like that beating every option she have. I do think that this button could be good because of then you at least know her options. When she jumps, she can do a dive kick late or early. She can also decide just to jump normal, which make it so hard to anti-air, but like this move, this might beat Shoryukens or other other reversals that goes straight up, but Guile's going more like forward, so she can't really bait. She needs to bait it out very far away, like a bit like when Kimberly does the elbow drop from far away. So she needs to do it early, very early. And the thing you want to do is to wait as long as possible for two things, at least from my experience, and that is to get the charge. Once you have the charge, you can wait even longer for the flash kick, because you can use a normal one when she's in the air. It won't trade to anything while she's in the air. It's when she hits the ground that it's much harder to interrupt it. But as long as she's in the air doing her Cammy things, she gets heavily minus also by doing this if she is like just a horrible player, Cammy players I am. Let's see. They would never do something like this, so let's try. They will probably do something like this. Maybe. -0. It's good for Cammy, it's bad for us. She's where she wants to be, in a spot where we needs to press buttons. So can we stop her before? She needs to space this very much differently, I think, from a normal dive kick. I'm not completely sure, but like as long as she's in the air, you can just try to interrupt her. And she goes into this floating state while she's doing this from every button you press, which makes it so you can follow up with something if you want to. I don't know why you should do that, but that would be, I guess, a good response. But let's see if it actually is. It might actually be. Yeah, so this
looks cool.
Is cool. It's Guile. No, but like, and that's the hard part about this, is that she can side switch. But like, if we know when we should try to press buttons and what button we should press, it's easier to not get into that situation there. We can of course try to interrupt here, but I'd rather do it while she's in the air. Of many reasons. That doesn't work. But like, we can do, let's see, I can record dive kick again and see. Are they different? How high she jumps? They are. Yeah, they are. Okay. Which also makes it like harder to read her approach. But if she uses it, it should be a response to what you are doing. If you are holding like down back, there are no, like, she is she probably tries to I don't know, maybe try to get to the other side. If I were a Cammy player, I would try my absolute best to destroy Guile's charge when I have the chance. Not in at the cost of stage. Like if I'm around here, I would not put myself here. But overall, I would try to get to the other side to destroy his charge. But like, we can always defend against a dive kick crouching, so we can hold the flash kick as long as we need to. So it looks easy, and it is easy, but the reason why it's hard, it's because you are focusing on 10 other things when it comes to this character that beats your game plan. So it makes it hard to be prepared for everything. But like, the flash kick deals with almost every approach she have, but it's hard to get the space in time, or the charge in time, because you need to handle her. She cannot walk freely against you all the time. You need to put the booms out from time to time. So it's hard, but like, I still think you can try to interrupt her while she's in there. Don't be afraid of pressing here, because we can go for something like this after. To get like, put her in a disadvantage for making a move on us. Wait, can we? Yeah, if you feel like, you can just... No, you cannot. No. Forget about that. But like, try to interrupt her while she's in there in any possible way. Like if you want to jump back doing something, But I do think that the crouching medium punch is great to interrupt her here. Because you can follow up with something like that if you feel like. But like it's not easy. This is my worst matchup, and like I have been sitting here for like time really flies by when I'm sitting here, almost 3 hours now, and I was doing some labbing before this for a guide that I'm preparing for. So her tools are, she has so many of them, so it makes it like to be prepared.
Is also my worst matchup.
Yeah, it is not a good one for Guile. Some people say it's 5-5. I think it over time has developed. The more people get used to parry Sonic Booms, the more I think Guile gets weakened by every month this game is alive in this current state. He was the #1 character in the beginning, before everyone figured out the perfect Sonic Boom. Because now, like when Guile's main game plan in previous games was to slowly shift your opponent out. It was the reward for him being not an offensive character. It was to shift them out. He can still ship out in terms of shipping out the drive gauge, but as long as they can perfect parry and get a counter for a Sonic Boom after, it makes it so much harder for the traditional Guile play that I'm used to and grew up with when I started to get serious about Street Fighter. So it's a rough matchup really, and when it comes to the spinning back knuckle, that is her main tool. Like, just find a way to interrupt it. Practice this every once in a while. The only one you need to practice really is when she's around this range here. That's the only one she will use. Maybe she will use this one too, because of this. One of very few moves that actually goes behind even in the corners. Nothing else comes inside the corner, but this move does. And also like Blanca's jump and a few other moves, but overall there are not many moves that goes inside the corner. And the scary part about this is that even if you see it flashes, don't need to flash that much. It's not obvious that she will switch side, which makes this, I don't know why more Cammys gamble for this, because it's still safe on block. It will be hard to figure it out which side she lands on. Maybe with a parry with Guile, if you can react that fast. But it's such an unusual, there are very few, you see it from time to time in the end of a round, but other than that, like, they are not using it as frequently as I would have used this to gamble because she can go into a level 3 with it, level 1, level... do more damage with it if it connects. I think on regular hit too. +7. What can she start up? Yeah, she can do something like that. Wait. Yeah, she cannot. What does she... Yeah, so if I were a cannon player, I would use this move more. To mix it up even more, because you destroy Guile's charge, especially in... yeah, it becomes a mix-up here too, because of you never... Players have deactivated their brain from a cross-up in the corners nowadays, most of us at least. I'm not one of those. I would still not react to this. And I think it's hard to interrupt it with a jab too, because I think Guile will still be... he will be jabbing the wrong way, probably. We can try. Let's see. You need to be quite prepared for this. Like, yeah. But overall, when she's around this range, you don't need to be afraid of her using the light or her medium. Maybe the medium, but there are few reasons for Cammy to use it, because it's not that much of a difference between the startup of this and the heavy one, the medium and the heavy, a bit of course, but her benefits of using her heavy one is much greater, because if we block, she is plus, what's it, +3 on block. Yeah, so she becomes +3. And it makes it hard to so she puts herself in a very good spot after she gets through the sonic booms and into the space where she does the damage, and start to make it a bit harder for us. So when she's around here, it's a hard... We should not try to be in this range too much. Like, if we can position ourselves around this range, I think, against Cammy, at least it's very hard for her to react with this on sonic booms, the hard sonic booms from this range. She needs to pretty much do it at the same time. Let's switch like this. and see. Yeah, even when I know like it's coming and my reactions for this movie is so bad, I cannot do it. But if I'm a bit later on, further away from her, even I, with that have never touched her before this, can do this. And her approach is not to get hit us. It's a bonus, but it's not a purpose really. It's to get in, and this is a perfect way in for her. From a reactional point, like it's not that hard from this range. You can do it so late. And it seems like I want to spin the OD. Yeah, the OD goes through. Which is strange why... Yeah, it's still hard. But the main reason why they are doing it is to get through the sonic booms and in to do the damage. So if, like, from here, like, I cannot do this on reaction. I cannot even, yeah, I can. So it's not that hard to punish with the level 3, but the hooligan seems to be, or like the spinning back knuckle from this range, and like if Guile tries to, he needs to block it here, really. It's very hard to do the crouching light punch before she hits. It's too much of a risk to try to. Also, it's not hard at all to do this after a few tries, really. I thought it was hard in the very first few, but like, you can do it so late also. You don't need actually to be a Cammy player to do this. So from around here, I know the hard sonic boom will come. I just know. And it's still hard to react to it, so the hard sonic boom is probably a good choice. So let's switch it to the light one. So even from that range, so when we are throwing sonic booms, we should throw the light one when she's full screen, probably. It's still hard for her to punish. But that, as I said, it's not her game plan here. It's just to get through the first layer of our defense. And when she does, it's the struggles for us start. So if we can, let's see. No, I don't want that. I want. Can I do like? Can I put random on those two? No. How do I? Here. Start replay. Okay, so okay, so I hesitate a lot. I actually never tried to be in the opposite situation. And the only wait, let's do the me and like let's see. Yeah, so the hard Sonic Boom, my reactions are useless, but way harder to. And like when I see that move coming out, like I cannot do the knuckle because Guile will recover in time to he will recover in time to beat it with a crouching light punch. Oh. Yeah, so the hard one is on reaction, like it's still hard, very hard to, at least for me, but the motion character is not my thing, never have been. But now I'm starting to understand, like, the whip normal is like our Sonic Boom 2, because it's the answer to, like, when she's wiggling on this spot here, like, because the only thing Guile needs to be doing after he pressed that standing medium punch is to be ready for the hold again and to counter it. So yeah, she must have the best crouching, standing light kick in the game. It reaches so far. Yeah, what time is it? Yeah. Oh, I'm starting to get quite tired. So I think I'm going to end it here. I've been on for like over 3 hours now, and I just wanted to try some things out, and while I was doing it I could just stream it.
Thanks for the stream.
No problem. I would love to do more like this and try to schedule them more. This was a bit of spontaneous today, a tiny bit. I was starting to think about it yesterday, and it's hard for the ones that are interested to get in touch if they don't know the random times I'm doing this. So I might need to find a somewhat of a schedule of at least when I'm going to start and when I'm going, not maybe when I'm going to end, but when I'm going to start the stream.
Thanks for the info, my man.
No problem. Like, it's a learning experience for me too. Every time I'm sitting here in this training room, I'm learning new things. Most things are in theory. Some things I see that they might work, and some things I do think like they are not practical. But I try to figure things out, and I learn for every time I'm sitting here. And today I have learned a few things, especially how the Cammy player feels. And I did not get any wiser about the anti-airing against her. I still think it's one of the harder things to be consistent with, as long as you don't. If you have the charge, it's no problem. The problem comes when you don't have the charge for the flash kick. Because there are no normal that beats all of her air approaches. So that's the hard part. And everything else, even if you do everything correctly, she can just be one drive impact away from winning anyway. So there are so many things that you need to think of when it comes to this character. She's manageable if you know what to do against her, and punish her. Her approach is essential to win. So I will probably lab and practice Cammy more. There are, let's see, there are a few matchups that I absolutely let's see. I will probably look into Aki a bit more later in the future, and a bit more Chun-Li, maybe Lily. Lily is like, on paper it should be easy. It's not. It's not that easy, at least. Against this character,
Lily is very hard for me.
Lily is very hard because we rarely get the experience to face a very strong one. And the character design is so stupid. I don't want to offend anyone by saying that, but like, her game plan is so get the win, get through, and just get yourself in a 50-50 mix-ups over and over. And it's nothing wrong with that. Like, she's obviously not top tier by any means, so it's okay. She might become, because she's going to get buffs. I hope not too much, because I think Capcom know what can happen with her if she gets too much good things. When 50-50 becomes a skill thing to have, then it's a problem. So most of the characters that are based on their damage on things like that are usually those that doesn't reach far in tournaments overall, like this character, this one, and this one, because they are doing their damage on out of 50-50 situation, and it can work against them also. A lot of other characters doesn't need to rely on their command damage that much, command throw damage, like this character here. She beats everyone like a truck. She's the powerhouse of this game. There are a few powerhouses like this guy here too, but like, she doesn't need to rely on anything around her command grab. It's just another layer of her offense. But yeah, we should probably start doing more matchup guides. It's so hard to, because I know I will not be satisfied with them once I start, but maybe I should just take the overall game plan and just start with a basic one like Ryu or so, and just to start and get the hang of it.
Maybe just the basics.
Yeah, I might think too deeply out of it, because it's not maybe the right idea to go too deep into it, because the players that needs that kind of deep can figure it out themselves. But just the key strengths of every character and what we should look out for against them might be a way, and how to stop their offense from going in their way. But I have at least one, the level 2.
That sounds great.
The level 2 guide I need to be... I worked on it before I started the stream. And I have done the basics of it. Recorded it, and... Because when people think about level 2, people only think about the combo stuff you can do with it. You can do so much with it. Once you start to lab a bit with it, you can create checkmate scenarios against so many characters. Yeah, I know. I have taken notes around it for a long time. I have written notes down. It might actually become a two-part video, one of the basics and one of more advanced things. For those who wants to practice it, I can just show real quick. Because it's a game changer when you want to practice this. You don't want to look at... You don't want to do this every single time to activate. It takes so much time. So instead, you go in here. I will tell that in my guide too, so don't worry. Be happy. Here. There are a few characters that have things that you can put there. Like level 2, you can get infinite meter of it while practicing. So, or you can put on like it fills up. It depleted, but once it's depleted, you will get a new one. I think. When you restart.
Nice. That's a game changer.
Yeah. When I figured that out, like, why is it hidden here? But like now, you don't need to activate all the time. You can still activate. That's stupid. What happens then? Yeah, nothing. Yeah, so it's a good menu to. There are a few other characters that have their things too. That you can the drink levels with Jamie and such. So here you can use it a lot easier to practice with, because you cannot spam. You can't do the same spamming as with it activated as normal. You can't do a infinite loop.
I still need to practice the input after some moves like st.hk.
That one, it's a hard what you call it, console, and they actually made it harder. I can understand that charge motion characters wanted that change, but as for Guile, I think it's quite hard to input it, and I wanted them to change it so you can do it with the forward motion instead too, because most of the time when I try to do it, I get this one out. I don't want that, obviously.
I see a lot of top Guiles use it.
Yeah, like this is one of the best consoles you can do to start it. To start with it, but it's hard to. I still think it's bit strange. I don't know if the timing is weird or not, but yeah, but like you can go in here when you practice stuff with it. it changes everything, and every time you press this button you will have infinite meter also, so you can just put it on like this and just practice.
I have to remember that.
Yeah, it's called character specific settings. It's right beneath here on the third, as when you press start, character specific settings. And if you prefer maximum, that's okay. Then it depletes normal, and when you run out you just press again. So it's up to you. If you don't want to practice the...
I've never actually clicked that after all this time.
You don't want to do that all over again, over and over when you practice. Just skip that part. It's a very good thing to put on, especially to lab the level 2. I have done that a lot. I figured things out much faster by doing so, and not getting tired of trying things out because it took like a microsecond to try it, just because it was activated all the time. And I will talk more about the small things and bigger things around the usage of level 2 in my guide. I still think it's starting to get more used. It has started to become more used than it used to be. No one used the level 2 in any way before, but more and more people are starting to using it. But I will end the stream right now, and I would like to say thank you for everyone who has been watching this today. And I could shooty. I could do a open-minded stream next time, which I mean by I could lab anything people really want me to try out and give my opinion on. I definitely don't have all the answers in this game for sure. I try things out. I learn by watching. I learn by trying out things. But I rarely play matches, so even if I learn things, it's a big difference between doing the things in here and in real matches. But the more times you do stuff, the more the bigger chance it is for actually working in matches. So by that, thank you everyone for tuning in, and I hope that I can see you more in the future, and take care everyone. Shoot it!